Hey Carbonites, welcome back to Space Engineers Survival Maybe. Oops, that is the wrong button. Yeah, they're still doing that. I have made a grave misjudgment. Okay, so what I've done is I've been stealing power from the base batteries, and we are completely out of power. We are solely running off the power we're getting from the solar panels right now, and you can hear that noise. That's because everything's turning off. We're gonna have to turn off the arc furnaces. Hopefully we can keep the well, I guess, let's just have one of the assemblers on for now, which should be assembler 2. How's that battery looking now? Completely run out of power. If we take these off recharge, they'll the base will actually start using the power from this. So I don't want that. So what we'll do is we'll jump in here. Let's get it hot up. And I think we'll just park this on the roof. Alright, thrusters off. Okay, so we've got 6 years of power in this thing with everything off. So I think we'll be fine in just leaving that there for a while. And let's have a look at our batteries now. Oh, it's actually recharging. Okay, that's good. Okay, so our current output is... it doesn't sound right. It should be like around 200 kilowatts because we're running a refinery and a assembler. That's using 112. Where's our refinery? Oh, that's using 167. All right, we're going to move the refinery. And I might get rid of the arc furnaces because... yeah, we've got enough components. We should be able to make another proper refinery, and we'll be able to... oh, we won't be able to put modules on it though. I don't know. Either way, we're in trouble. Oh, that's right. I was gonna see if I could get some more solar panels done. I have no idea which one we were working on. Is it this one? This one. Nice. There's 2 more. Generating a little bit more power. Current input is 829 kilowatts. Where is the script? Let's get the... actually, you know what? I'm sick of doing that. Let's put down an LCD panel. We need interior plate. Yeah, let's put it down there. Okay, so all we got to do to make this work is rename it to solar alignment. and it'll display all that text that was in the programmable block. So we can see the statistics for the 2 batteries we have and the 36 solar panels. Let's change to custom data. This is a new feature for the script. So I don't care about the location time. Let's change that to false. And then let's see if we can increase the size just a little bit. To make it a little bit easier to read. Okay. So the solar panels are only at 40%. I wonder if that's because it's not aligned correctly. No, they are. Oh, it's because we have a bunch of unfinished solar panels on there. I think that's what it's doing. So it's calculating the maximum if we had all 36 solar panels on there. Yeah, that makes sense. All right. Well, we're recharging at least. How long will it take? 4 hours. That's 2 days in game. Yeah. So we're in trouble. Let's grab some steel plate. Oh, a little bit of lag there. So I'm just going to extend the platform out so we can fit 2 refineries on here. Let's get rid of that and get the refinery. So if we lift it up, conveyor port is there. So realistically, that's where we would want it, and the upgrade ports would be here. That's fine. We can do that. So it'll be there, and they'll connect together because they've got ports on the side there. So yeah, I think this will be all right. So this is where we're going, right through here. Okay, now we got the very tedious job of getting all the parts for this. So look at that. The first stage is 1100 steel plates, and the final stage is also 100 steel plates. So yeah, it's gonna take a while. Yeah, there we go. All right, what I'm actually gonna do is steal the parts for these. Beautiful. Okay, so I wanted to make sure all the modules were on there before we actually finished up the refinery, because the inventory manager is going to automatically assign it some tasks, and yeah, I didn't want it to be inefficient. 6.2%. Okay. We're in a lot of trouble. We're in a lot of trouble. Wonder if we could steal the battery power from... Yep. Let's do it. Alright, it's pretty risky. But I'm going to do it anyway. Where's the connector? There we go. Alright, so I'm going to place a connector on the roof. That way it'll be easier for our mining ship to connect to it. Now, because we're only stealing power from it and not, we don't need resources out of it, it doesn't matter that it's not actually connected with a conveyor port. So power will still transfer through it. But if we were to try and grab resources and stuff from it, that wouldn't work without the conveyor connection. I really hope it can hold this. Let's find out. Turn the thrusters off. Oh, that's definitely putting the suspension to the test. Okay. What we're going to do is put our batteries on recharge. And then let's jump into the terminal and we'll check out the batteries. So this is the one that's on the buggy, and you can tell because it's a different color. So different colors will show up when it's a part of a different grid. So even though it's connected, connected means I can access it, but yeah, different color means it's part of a different grid. So fully depleted in 14 minutes. These will be fully recharged in 2 minutes. Okay, that'll be good. So once these things are fully recharged, I might drain some of the power back into the base. And yeah, I'll keep going until this battery is completely empty. So we'll leave that. Hopefully nothing happens to it. It just stays there and continues to be awesome. I wonder if maybe this is getting stuck on the mountain and that's why it's screwing up. Because it gets very, very close. Maybe the collision box is hitting the mountain. I'm not sure. I could remove the 4 panels that are in the corners and see how that goes. Oh, let's go and get that. I'm just going to go over with my jetpack. Oh, it disappeared. I guess it disintegrated. Parachutes didn't open. I was hoping to get some free resources. Alright, let's see how our steel plate production is going. So we can get this finished. 160. It should become functional. We're only 10 short. Beautiful. That's good enough. So yeah, it's not using very much at all. Check out its inventory. It's doing magnesium straight up. Oh, there we go. Now it's doing iron. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so that one's good. What I want to do is I want to turn off this one here and empty it out, and then we'll transfer all its goodies over to the other one, and then that way we can remove this one completely. Wow, there it is. Gone. Just need some large steel tubes. And it should become functional. It's not... actually, we do have a little bit of steel plate there, so we'll grab that. Alright, both refineries are functional, but not 100% complete. That one's 10 steel plates short. That one's 12. But we've got 2 refineries that are super efficient. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting rid of those furnaces as well, because that's 110 steel plates there. Damn. Okay, let's finish these off. Beautiful. Put the rest of our resources in here. Now we have a massive hole inside of our base. Brilliant. How's our power doing? 600 kilowatts. So we're inputting currently 1.5 megawatts and we're only using 347 kilowatts. So should be charging fairly quickly, but yeah, 2 days. And production is still going? Yeah. It's so quiet over here now. Without that refinery going. Yeah, that mountain screws it up. Having one panel in full light and one in shade. Doesn't know what to do. That's probably what the problem is. Because in my other playthroughs, I never had that problem while it was up on top of the mountain. Because they would both lose sunlight at the same time. Whereas having it here, it makes one spin around. Because I can't work out why. One side has power and the other side doesn't. Okay, so we are desperate for power. I do have a plan. We do have quite a few power cells. We need 120 to build one of these batteries. And whenever you build a battery, you get, I think it's 1/3 of its power already in the battery. So we could actually gain some power by building more batteries. And to do that, we're going to have to do some digging. Let's turn on the projector so we can see my blueprint. So I want some stairs going down here. So I'm just going to let that keep going with steel plates just for now. Just to try and get that back up, because we had it around this sort of mark, this 1000 mark. So try and get it back up. So if we go like that, and then start drilling in here. So we're gonna build a battery room, basically. Splitsie has a, he calls it a server room, and he has like all these programmable blocks in there with these batteries and all that good stuff together. So we're gonna do something similar, except mine's gonna be underneath our base, which should look pretty cool, I think. So I'm not going with a blueprint for this one. I'm just gonna drill out as I place blocks, and then I'll know exactly how far I need to drill out. So it's probably going to be a little bit slower than if I was to plan it outside and then just blueprint it and project it, but this will be all right. So I think that'll be low enough. This will be 2 blocks. 2 blocks under our base. So I'm trying to be very careful not to drill out too much of this, because I want it to look like a smooth transition from the base to the ground. Okay, so we just need to go one further over. I've got to get that little bit off. All right. Hopefully this works. They're taking a big chunk out. Ah, that was actually pretty good. Okay. Oh, actually, I wanted those there. My bad. Actually, I think we're just putting 4 blocks in there. We'll just join it up completely. So we got that. Join that in there. Okay, so I'm thinking 4 batteries there and 4 batteries there. If later on we need to expand, we can remove these 2 blocks on either side and put more batteries. But for now, I think having space for 8 will be... It'll definitely last us a long time. So let's open this up a little bit. So we're gonna have to place a wall behind here. Just like that. We could do something with that to make it look pretty. But for now... yeah, I think that'll be alright. Alright, let's drill this out. So eventually I want another staircase going up on that side, just to mimic that. But for now, I think we'll just leave it with just the one staircase. Just because I just want to get this done so we can get the batteries in. Let's go a little bit further. So we can get a couple of blocks in there. Okay, I just used left click there just because I wanted to create a smaller hole. Which means I'll have to pick up that stone, but I didn't want to take too much out of there. So that should be pretty good. That looks fine. Okay, we've made a giant mess in our base, but I assure you it'll It'll make sense once once we start filling it out. Okay. Some windows. Which we need girders. Girders and bulletproof glass. Alright, cool. Ah, it's a heavy block. I do not want that. I'll have to grind that down. The heavy block will take way too much steel plate. This guy's probably finished. Let's take it off, recharge, turn the thrusters on, disconnect. Some lights would be good. Alright, park. So we want to change this one to a light armor block. Yeah, there we go. I think that looks really cool, having that window out the front. I'm just going to leave those ones now because they're not 100% crucial. Why is... Oh, there's different color, that's why. We could actually fix that if we grab just any old block and we press Shift P on the color we want to select, and then if you want to paint an entire grid, you hold down Control Shift and then middle mouse button, and it'll paint that entire grid that color. It's very dangerous. That's as far as the steel plate went. There we go, one battery online. All right, so how's our power looking now? Really? 21 hours? Has everything stopped? Are we like run out of iron or something? Draining output is 57 kilowatts. What about these ones? Where's the refineries? Production. You're still going. You're struggling to get iron though. What are the refineries doing? Iron and nickel, apparently. I believe that's all the iron we have. There's a little bit here. We're getting very low. Very low on iron. We're going to have to do another run. So fully depleted in 5 hours. 5 hours. 15 hours. Okay. So that's not bad. That's 2 days it's going to take to... Over 2 days. It's 2.5 days. Okay. Doing all right. Let's see if we can get another battery online. All right, 3 batteries up. We just need 56 more power cells and we'll have 4 batteries up. Which would be awesome. Nice, we've got enough. That is awesome. Okay. So it's not 100% complete because we still need some steel plates, but it is functional. Let's grab all of these batteries here and set them to recharge. We'll set these to discharge. So currently this is outputting its maximum, which is 12 megawatts. So it's going to be fully depleted in 1 minute. These batteries, because they're also set to discharge, they're going to be depleted in 14 minutes. And these will be recharged in 13 minutes. So we could recharge all of our batteries. Wow, that's crazy in our base. I don't want to take that much power though from the miner, especially because we actually need to use it. All right, that's it. I'm not sure if the base looks better now or worse. Because we have this gaping big hole inside of our base. This bit definitely looks better. I think that looks really cool. Having the windows down the bottom like that. And you can see the batteries. And yeah, this will make sense once I build it up. But yeah, we'll have a little staircase that comes down the bottom here. Looks pretty cool. I don't mind having the pipes along the top as well, but they're only temporary because we're eventually going to move all this stuff. But yeah, I kind of like having the pipes up there. Alright, I think they'll do. We'll take them off recharge and take these off discharge. So they still will use a little bit of power because we don't have them on recharge. I don't want to put them on recharge obviously because we'll take all the power we just put into the base batteries. So fully depleted in 1 day, that's 24 hours, which is what, 12 in-game days. Wow. That's awesome. I guess we're not really using a great deal of power. We have 1 assembler and 2 very efficient refineries working. There's another unknown signal. 2.3 kilometers that way. Should we risk it? In the dark? Nah, it's little bit too risky. All right, I think we're gonna leave it there, guys. So still making progress, but it doesn't look like it, does it? All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. As always, don't forget to lead your targets, and I'll see you next time.